Hello there, this is Jedi Master Daniel 96, and today's video we'll be discussing the Andor finale, which is also the finale of season 2 and the finale of the series as well, which it's been a ride with this show. And how I'll do this discussion is it won't be episode by episode like the previous discussions I've done with these arcs. So it's pretty much going to give you the general overview of the arc and everything. So that's that. Anyway, let's dive in. So we're at the end of Andor, and man, not ready to say goodbye to this show. And I've had, a really great time with this show, and it continues to deliver with the finale. I'm like setting the seeds for Rogue One, and we do get a lot of, mentions for the Death Star and everything in that, which obviously we're, setting up Rogue One there as well. And then earlier on, we do have Luthen and Lonnie before they die, where Lonnie tells Luthen about the Death Star. And then we have, Luthen doesn't get killed by Imperials. He pretty much kills himself as Dedra was at his shop, and they kind of have a talk and everything that the Empire's looking for him. Then Luthen's sent to the hospital. Then Clea has to infiltrate the hospital, disguised as a nurse to get to Luthen, as the Imperials are controlling the hospital. Then, Clea will blow something up to get the Imperials out and everything. And then after Clea sees Luthen, the Empire is looking for Clea. And then we set up that Cassian has to go get Clea, which he tries to reach him. And then Melshi and K2SO join him on their journey to Coruscant, which Cassian is looking for Luthen, but Clea tells him he died. And then Clea, tells Cassian about what Luthen was told about the Empire building a weapon, which is eventually the Death Star. And then Cassian and Melshi try to get her to come to the Yavin base, but she'll eventually come to the Yavin base as well. And then K2SO steals the show in here, fighting off Imperials, along with Cassian, Clea, and Melshi. So we do have some good moments there. Then they obviously make it back to Coruscant safe. Which Clea, gets unconscious when they're on Coruscant, and then obviously she'll be fine when they're on Yavin at the hospital on the base, which Clea does survive in this episode as well. So we have that. And then, we have the bits that's setting up, Cassian to go to the Rings of Kafrene to meet with that guy at the beginning of Rogue One. So more setting the seeds for Rogue One. And then obviously in this arc, Dedra gets arrested. And at the end, you see her in the prison outfit, like that Cassian wore in season 1. So that was something there. And I said to myself, maybe she's no way out, as Cassian had one way out. So that was a thing I would say to myself after watching the arc. And then we have the bits where before Dedra's going to jail, that she has a talk with Krennic, and then about the secrets of the Death Star and everything. So we kind of have that moment there. And then we do have a bit of a narration of Nemik's manifesto in this arc as well. And I thought that was quite something they added in here, which you remember from season 1, from the Aldhani arc, Nemik, and then you hear his manifesto in the end of season 1. So they did bring it back in here. So that's that. And then we obviously, set up, Cassian going to the Rings of Kafrene at the end. Like, we don't see him arrive, but we see him leave the Yavin base to go on the ship there. And then we have a good shot of Saw Gerrera looking out on Jeddah in that. And then we have a bit with Krennic and everything just falls into place for Rogue One. And I did a rewatch of Rogue One like the day after the finale, and it definitely hits different watching Rogue One now. And I also revisited the comic adaptation for Rogue One as well, and that's kind of something there. And also currently rereading the novelization as well. So definitely getting more of that Rogue One mood after Andor season 2, and definitely I'm still in the mood for it as well. And with Andor, it really solidifies on how it's the best of the live action shows, and also adds more depth to Rogue One, which makes the case for it as the best of the recent Star Wars films we've gotten under the Disney Lucasfilm era. So that's that there, and I'd probably rate this arc a 9 out of 10, and I'd say it really did deliver. Yeah, definitely, as I said, the show is amazing. And also another thing I gotta bring up, we do get some flashbacks how Luthen met Clea in here, and that was well done, and we get their early adventures together, and we do get one when they're on Naboo, which was really awesome, and Luthen blows up an Imperial tank or something on Naboo, which was kind of cool as well, so we get a little bit more of that. And yeah, so that does it for me in this video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment what you think down below. Did you love this arc? I mean, what was your thoughts on Andor overall? Did you love it, not love it? Were you indifferent? Let me know your thoughts down below and share this video. Let's get to 700 subscribers. You can follow me on Twitter at DanRS87, Instagram, JMD96_YT, Bluesky, Jedi Master Daniel 96, and Facebook, Jedi Master Daniel 96. Have a great day, everyone, and may the Force be with you. Bye.